How can I read inputs as numbers? Why are X and Y strings instead of ints in the below code? Note: in Python 2.x use raw_input. In Python 3.x use input. Raw_input was renamed to input in Python 3.x.
Solution. Since Python 3, input returns a string which you have to explicitly convert to ints, with int, like this. You can accept numbers of any base and convert them directly to base 10 with the int function, like this. The second parameter tells what is the base of the numbers entered, and then internally it understands and converts it. If the entered data is wrong, it will throw a value error. For values that can have a fractional component, the type would be float rather than int. Differences between Python 2 and 3. Summary. Python 2's input function evaluated the received data, converting it to an integer implicitly. Read the next section to understand the implication, but Python 3's input function does not do that anymore. Python 2's equivalent of Python 3's input is the raw_input function. Python 2.x. There were two functions to get user input, called input and raw_input. The difference between them is, raw_input doesn't evaluate the data and returns as it is, in string form. But, input will evaluate whatever you entered, and the result of evaluation will be returned. For example, the data 5 plus 17 is evaluated, and the result is 22. When it evaluates the expression 5 plus 17, it detects that you are adding two numbers, and so the result will also be of the same int type. So, the type conversion is done for free, and 22 is returned as the result of input and stored in data variable. You can think of input as the raw_input composed with an eval call. Note: you should be careful when you are using input in Python 2.x. I explained why one should be careful when using it, in this answer. But, raw_input doesn't evaluate the input and returns as it is, as a string. Python 3.x. Python 3.x's input and Python 2.x's raw_input are similar, and raw_input is not available in Python 3.x.
In Python 3.x, raw_input was renamed to input and the Python 2.x input was removed. This means that, just like raw_input, input in Python 3.x always returns a string object. To fix the problem, you need to explicitly make those inputs into integers by putting them in int.
For multiple integer in a single line, map might be better. If the number is already known, like two integers, you can use
input, Python 3, and raw_input,
Python 2, always return strings. Convert the result to integer explicitly with int.
If you want to know what is this